Hey guys, nothing important here, and today we're talking about Savathûn versus Rasputin. No build up here, I just thought of this earlier and I decided just to go make a quick project on it because I thought it was fun, so let's just continue with the video. Alright, so let's start with Savathûn. With Savathûn, she's pretty clear and cut. She's mostly a danger type character, where even though in terms of power, she's far beyond Oryx, right now she's still far behind Wrath due to the fact that Wrath had time to get much more powerful ever since the Guardian killed Savathûn back in Witch Queen. When she preps though, Savathûn is able to cast a spell on the Traveler, she's able to kill Nazrak by off-guarding him, and she's able to seal Rolk within her own throne world. So, she's pretty bonkers. But does that make her really busted enough to be Rasputin? Well, let's compare. Rasputin was a Golden Age support system that was later found by Clovis Bray. Clovis Bray, who is one of the most intelligent geniuses, even amongst today's characters in the intelligence hierarchy. He built Rasputin, specifically souped him up because he found him prior. He souped him up with the ability to deal with Vex, and then over time, he later got enough technology that would easily put him among the ranges of Disciple destroying. He's able to destroy Oryx with one attack. He's able to easily destroy Rolk with the Loki Crown, and the Loki Crown is powerful enough to level Nazrak in one go. So, Rasputin's pretty tough, and I'm definitely going to put him above the Disciples via outscaling the Traveler. Alright, so let's play a little game with these two, and let's both put them at their highest ends imaginable, arguably wanking. What happens? With Savathûn, we'll assume she has Strand, and we'll assume she has mastered all the powers of Solar, including Fireborn as well as Well of Radiance. Oh, and we'll throw in Stasis while we're at it. What does that mean for Savathûn? With Savathûn, because we're presupposing that she has Strand, this gives her access to the concept of life, although it doesn't work on Rasputin because he's an AI and not physical in a way that's organic. AKA Strand wouldn't connect to him in the same way that would connect to a living being. So Rasputin has that advantage, meaning Savathûn couldn't just use Strand to go and find him directly. Because Strand gives you an arguably omnipresent awareness of all things around you. So it depends on whether or not Savathûn is able to even find Rasputin. Another thing, with Savathûn, she has Hive biology, but when you combine it with the full power of Solar, she's able to perpetually heal over and over and over, non-stop, over and over. She can just cast Well of Radiance, or she can revive from the dead with Fireborn, meaning that the only way to put her down is to be able to have an attack strong enough to destroy both her and her ghost in one go. That is the only way to put her down. Next, Savathûn is able to boost her movement speeds massively and much more efficiently using Arc to increase her movement speed, because that's what Arc can do. It's motion and conduction, fundamentally. And then with Stasis, it's not as useful here as I think it would be, because Savathûn is able to corrupt some of the war mines, specifically the sub-mines if we're talking about Charlemagne and Malahayati, because we know Wrath was able to do it. However, that hinged on Savathûn being able to find those, along with Wrath who had to find those. Next, let's throw in her Hive biology and then throw in her intelligence. What happens? Savathûn is a reasonably dangerous character who managed to lie to the witness and get a massive power increase, enough so to become stronger than Oryx before she even got the light. And because she got the light, this means she has her full power even while outside the throne world. However, being inside the throne world gives her a hacks advantage fundamentally. Going over Rasputin, there's three versions of him. You have Golden Age, you have Season of Arrivals, and you have Season of the Seraph. So for Rasputin himself, throughout the three versions of himself, he alters greatly. He has less gear, However, he becomes more intelligent and more dangerous as time progresses. So, this means we can hypothetically infer a version of Rasputin that we'll call Prime or Apex Rasputin. Apex Rasputin would have the intellectual dangerousness, don't know if that's a word, but we'll go with it. He has basically the IQ of Season of Seraph Rasputin. He has all the gear that we're aware of from Season of Worthy, as well as Golden Age. So, combining all that together, we have all the war sats from around the solar system. We have presumably the Morning Star and definitely the Seraph Station. We have the Death Planet, and we have the Seven Seraphs, and we have Rasputin's multiple ways of getting information as well as collecting observations on his enemies. So there's a lot that we have to go over with Rasputin. I'll more than likely make a video on him because there's a lot to cover on Rasputin the character. So let's go ahead and move on to who I think wins. So who do I think wins? If you thought Savathûn, you are dead wrong. Let me explain why. So, first, the main character argument. Savathûn struggled against the main character. Rolk didn't have a problem with a fire team of 6, even when he went full power, the fire team struggled to kill him while he was injured. So, the fire team directly scales below Rolk, possibly equaling him at the end of the raid. So, that's one argument. So why does Rolk matter? Because Rolk downscales from Haunted Callus. Haunted Callus is nerfed. Haunted Callus downscales from Lightfall Callus. Lightfall Callus upscales past Aramis, who the main character couldn't one-shot in Season of the Seraph. The reason why Lightfall Callus matters is because Lightfall Callus downscales from the Explicator. The Explicator downscales from Nezarec. Nezarec was getting energy from a tree of silver wings. All trees of silver wings come from the Traveler. They are not the Traveler. They scale below the Traveler inherently. If the tree of silver wings on the Witness's ship were to somehow scale to the Traveler, then why is it that we haven't done anything in regards to the Traveler already? It's because, case in point, the main character and every other Guardian does not scale anywhere near the Traveler. So what does that mean for Nezarec? Nezarec lost to the fire team when they fought. Nezarec was getting energy from that tree of silver wings that downscales from the Traveler. Rasputin was going to destroy the Traveler twice, and Savathûn had to prep everything just to cast a spell on it. So, okay, let's make another argument and ultra wank the balls out of Savathûn. What happens? Well, since we're going to assume that she scales to or slightly above the Traveler via her spell, via wanking her, that's nowhere near Rasputin, who can fragment the Traveler with ease. And this isn't even Apex Rasputin, who Golden Age Rasputin downscales from. So, no matter where you put it, Rasputin wins. Oh, you remember that ultra wank argument that we talked about? Well, here's the thing. At one point, Marasov was going to empower Rasputin so that he can directly destroy the pyramids coming into the star system. The problem was that he didn't have the Marasov amp, so he could temporarily put one down, but it wouldn't destroy it in any way. It just means he has the firepower to level a pyramid ship, temporarily. And then, let's make another argument in regards to the two in combat. Savathûn has to find where Rasputin is at in the star system and somehow catch him from moving his consciousness from planet to planet, from station to station. Meanwhile, Rasputin has eyes all over the solar system, being able to know where Savathûn is at virtually at all times. And then using the Loki crown, he can just make her use Well of Radiance, and while she's trying to heal, Loki crown the entire area. So, no matter where you put Savathûn, you know, even, let's factor in Nova Warp real quick. That's just another form of teleportation. What's that gonna matter? Oh, what's that? Savathûn can just teleport into her, world? Oh, that's nice, right? But since we're also ultra wanking Rasputin in this case, he'll just blow it up to begin with, if she teleports in there. That's assuming he can't destroy it without Marasov's help. So, again, Rasputin slaps. There's no debate. And that's the video. If you want me to do more cool stuff like this, please give me suggestions below and I'll consider doing them. So, before I end the video, let me give a quick shout out. I heard that my content made it on the Destiny Reddit, so I wanted to let you guys know on the Destiny Reddit that I think y'all are awesome. It's humbling that you think I have good takes and that you think I'm worthy of the title researcher. So if y'all want to come by and talk, please, because I'm open to talking to about anyone as long as you're not a dick. Anyway, my name is Nothing Important here. Like, share, and stub. You know what to do. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Goodbye.